This conference will now be recorded.
All right, great. Okay, yes, we've broken up slightly over resistance this morning. This is a pretty good setup for a hard fail here. We're on the verge of losing it. This could still be a bearish overthrow, but we've got a 60-minute sell signal fixed. The question is, are we going to lose it in the next hour or two? If we do, chances are we're not going to see that hard fail. On NQ, NQ, I didn't have an obvious resistance trend line, but again, we've got a 60-minute sell signal here, and it would be a good thing for bears if it didn't fail. On RTY, no current divergence. Not a bad looking flag here. It looks much less like a flag on SPX and NDX because, of course, they've gone higher relative to the decline. But RTY has been slow to get off the ground. This is actually a pretty nice looking flag. No divergence there, but we've got a 60-minute sell signal fixed on YM, and I think we just lost it. Yeah, we did. We lost it 3 minutes ago. So that is obviously a minus. That was a big strike in favor of the bears here. We could lose the other two today as well. We could be breaking up on the figures this morning. So watching this with great interest. But the prospects of this big decline today, which weren't bad, have dropped considerably in the last half an hour. All right, DAX moving higher. Still wouldn't make a bad flag. YM getting a little long in the tooth for a flag, getting a little high. I think my feeling is these are no longer likely to be flags. ESTX has gone higher as well. Nice support trend line. Could be in flag territory here. It's mainly ES and NQ, which have gone significantly over the 61.8s, and that generally means that often when you're retesting the low, you'll be retesting it to make the second low of a double bottom. That obviously wouldn't be what's happening here. NDX still isn't bad on that. Actually, ES has been leading, so we will see. All right, let's have a look at the bigger picture charts on those. Right, in terms of the Bollinger Bands, on the daily Bollinger Band, we've got a break back over and we've got a confirmation. Unless we're going to, we're probably going to break over this declining resistance trend line this morning. If that's the case, I was putting the case when I drew this trend line here that could be the support trend line on a bull flag, and that would be us breaking up from the bull flag. Now it can always turn into a larger bull flag, but there's not really a strong case looking at it at the moment for that happening here. On SPX, we've got on the 15-minute, we've got an hourly RSI 14 sell signal fixed. Nothing on the 60-minute worth the mention, but you can see the flag there, and I'll be watching that today. We're going to be pretty close to breaking up over that at the open this morning. We'll be there. So a break up over that probably sets up a retest of the high. That would be my lean. All right, looking at the daily chart on NDX, daily middle band is at 18,878, and we saw a break over that and a confirmation above again, just as we did on SPX. On 15 minutes, we got a 15-minute RSI 14 sell signal fix. Nothing really worth the mention on the hourly chart. But again, I'm wondering about a retest of the high. Got to say, though, SPX has come back up considerably more than either Tech or Russell. So still watching that with interest. We still look to be in bear flag territory on the others, but not really on SPX anymore. Now, on the daily chart, we've got a break over the daily middle band yesterday, and we will see how that goes today. But at the moment, I'm not really seeing much to suggest that we're about to see a break back down. We've got a 15-minute sell signal again on the 15-minute RSI 14. Nothing on the hourly chart. We will see how it goes. But at the moment, I'm leaning towards this continuing higher. But if we are going to break back down, really, it needs to be from here or very close to it. Ideally, starting in the next couple of hours. Otherwise, I think we've just broken some resistance and we're likely to be heading higher. Okay, let's have a look at DX. DX, we've got possible larger flag here. I mentioned this as a possibility. If we are forming a larger flag, ideally this would get up into about the 103.5 to 103.6 area, and we would see from there. We had a 60-minute buy signal fixed, and that has now made target. ZB, pretty much made the IHS target, not quite, but I think that's close enough for government work. I'm leaning towards seeing this heading down, maybe retesting this low, but still a bit down from here. We did have a very weak sell signal I didn't have marked in on here. That's now made target, but could just be a 50% trace, keeping an open mind really. CL, we've broken up over this declining resistance, and NG, we have by reaching a possible neckline, we've got a potential little double top here. We could pull back and form a right shoulder. Let's have a quick look at those on the bigger picture chart. Hang on one second. Right, on oil, looking at the triangle, we've back tested the daily middle band. This is a very obvious place to find support, and the obvious resistance and target is the triangle resistance, which is currently in about the 83.5 area. I think we are most likely on the way there. On NG, we've got the option. I've got this possible triangle here too. It's not as well supported as the oil one, but I think it's certainly something I'm watching. We've reached a possible inverted head and shoulder neckline area, and I'm thinking we could see a right shoulder pull back and then a move back, a break back up over that, which would take us up into about the 280 area, and then potentially moving back towards this declining resistance in the 3 area. All right, having a look at metals. GC pulling back a bit as the dollar rises. SI actually made some progress towards the double bottom target, but I'm a little skeptical while the dollar is spiking up. On HG, we've broken up from the double bottom and it's trying to make target. I just wanted to mention the HG daily chart too, because there we've got, hang on one second. Right, the weak RSI 5 buy signal evolved into a full-size buy signal, and we've now got a weak RSI 14 buy signal fixed too. That's quite a lot of buy signal. I'm leaning towards seeing the upside on copper. We might need to wait a little while dollar is spiking up, but I think the dollar is likely to come down again. And at that stage, HG is actually looking like a very attractive long here. We shall see how that goes. All right, great. Let's have a look at currencies. Hang on. Right, USD, weak 60-minute sell signal fixed. Looking at a bit of a pullback here, and actually, of course, we'll be seeing that pullback now because I capped that about half an hour ago. Yeah, and we're seeing that pullback right now. GBP USD, pulling back, no obvious double top setup here, but I'm still leaning fairly bearish on dollar until we see some strong evidence to the contrary, and we've not seen it yet. USD/JPY going up with the dollar at the moment. If we're forming a flag, this would be the third wave of that flag. USD CAD spiking up a bit with the dollar. We've got this head and shoulders here, which is broken down with a target in the 1.36375 area, and I'm still thinking that's probably going to make target. 60-minute buy signal is reaching the possible near miss target. Australian dollar had a little sell signal, made the target. Still watching this inverted head and shoulders with the target up in the 68 area. Still think there's a good chance it's going to make it. NZUSD. Double bottom was broken up by the target in the 61,250 area. This looks more questionable. This could be a little head and shoulders, which is breaking down below the monthly pivot. But obviously, it's not great news that it's been holding the monthly pivot for a while and it's now lost it. All right, let's have a look at KC. KC is still kicking around, still leaning towards seeing a retest this high here in the 255 area. SB, with me a moment. All right, SB. We've got probably a retest to the low coming. Still a nice looking double bottom, and if we retest the low, that'll set up a slightly smaller, equally nice double bottom. CC, watching this triangle. Obvious next target within the triangle would be this retest this low here in the just under 6,500. ZW, nice looking double bottom. Corn, nice looking double bottom. And soy, much less nice looking double bottom. So waiting to see what this does, but it looks as though this is setting up for a retest of this short-term low. And at the moment, we've lost all the potential signals here. I am still thinking we might be close to a low on grains, but when we find it is open to question at the moment. CT, break up a bit here and is rejecting back into the low. Lumber has made the first double bottom target, might make the second at 545. Live cattle. Live cattle still looks like a bear flag forming, and on lean hogs, which I might need to pull out the chart for, Right, lean hogs still very, very much looks like a bear flag, which is close to breaking up and would set up a retest of this high here in the 78.7 area. All right, let's have a look at ES again, and let's have a quick look at questions. What's NWF? I think the question is, I think Stan's doing pre-market Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah, but I think I'll be continuing to do them every day. How does everyone feel about 8:45 or 8:50? I think I'll probably just move it to 8:50 because I think I'm quite keen to get it all posted before the opening bell. It's all right. Let's go.
I
with
like 850, Jack.
Yeah, 8:50. In that case, let's go with 8:50. I'll switch
Yeah.
it to that tomorrow, and then what we'll do is we'll have the I'll have the crypto one. I'll do slightly afterwards at 9:10 because it's a shorter video and it's much quicker to upload. All right, brilliant. In that case, right, ES. We had a nice setup for a hard fail here. We may well be losing it. We've already lost the 60-minute sell signal that are fixed on Dow. We've still got them on the ES and NQ. We still do have a setup for a fail here, but it's not as nice as it was. And if we go up significantly higher from here, then really I'm leaning towards heading directly to the retest. I'm going to be doing some work on the patterns today. I'll show you tomorrow, but I think we might have a flag broken up here, in which case we could actually already have a target back up at a retest of the retest of this high, but I need to do a little more work on that. I think just to it needs to be a clear pattern, and I don't really have that yet. We shall see. All right, great. My pleasure as always, guys. In that case, it's going to be at 8:50 tomorrow. I'll have everything posted ASAP. I'll catch you guys later.